There you go, right there. After 9 years of Unity dominance, Godot was the most used game engine for the GMTK Game Jam for 2026. Godot finally got 47% and Unity 34%. That is quite impressive. That's actually pretty big news. I mean, Godot has been increasing in popularity for many, many years now. So the first stats he has is from 22, where it was just 16%, and Unity was a big one at 61%. And now Unity is down to 34 and Godot at 47. It's definitely been quite impressive to see the rise in popularity of Godot. Definitely an engine that is getting more and more mature day by day. So if you're the kind of person who prefers something more smaller, more focused, and importantly open source, if so, then it's actually turning out to be a very mature engine. I only say how I'm a big fan of Unity. I use Unity all the time, of course. But I'm also a big fan of competition just because the more engines there are, the better it is for us as developers. So yeah, it definitely doesn't pay to be a fanboy of any kind of engine. Just more engines competing. That is awesome because basically developers are the ones that win all the time. So I love this. So it's really awesome seeing Godot rise. That means that Unity themselves, they need to push up their own skills. They need to make sure their engine is really great in order to make sure that developers actually choose them when they have so many other options. So yeah, this one is interesting. I mean, the GMTK Game Jam, in case you don't know, that is the biggest game jam every single year. I believe they always get like 10,000, 20,000, something like that. So on this latest one for 2026, on this one got 10,000 entries. That is insane. So that's not 10,000 people that said, I will build something. No, that is actually 10,000 games were produced in this just 1 week period. That is insane. This one is always quite crazy. But yeah, that many entries. And a lot of these are actually quite nice. So one of the things that I most like about the GMTK Game Jam is this page right here. So talking about the Game Jam alumni, talking about all the games that eventually came out on Steam, and they were actually quite successful, that eventually actually started as games from a Game Jam. So that is really awesome. That is something, that is one of the best values that you can get from being on a Game Jam, is you can try out all kinds of different ideas, and then you can see which ideas actually do well, and maybe take those ideas and actually build a proper game out of it. So for example, Roller Drum, that is probably the biggest one, the biggest example. So it started off as a simple Game Jam game. Then they made a nice Steam PC console game. It actually found quite a lot of success. And yeah, it's a generally very impressive game. Okay, is that a bug or something? Why there's no trailer? Okay, that's strange. But yeah, this is a very great game, very interesting, and the mechanics are quite unique. And yep, it definitely started as a game jam. So yeah, I really love this. Really love these alumni, all the games that started off from a game jam and then just built all this. So that is quite impressive. And yeah, seeing this, it's just some fun stats. So Godot basically beating Unity. Does that actually mean something? It definitely means that Unity does need to consider Godot as a more proper actual competition. It is not something that they can just ignore like they could 10 years ago. Now it is a proper competition. So yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what Unity does in the future. Will this encourage them to put more effort into like 2D tools, making the engine faster and so on? Again, I'm a big fan of competition because it makes the engine great for all developers. So yeah, this is some fun news, and this might basically light a fire on Unity to make sure that, especially since they're working on Unity 7, make sure the Unity 7 is actually going to be quite impressive. Yeah. Did any of you join the GMTK Game Jam? It was last month, right? And with this many submissions, definitely quite impressive. I'm always a big fan of watching the final video that Mark does covering the Game Jam and all the games that were made. That is also always super impressive. It's time to move to Godot. It's definitely already a great engine. Me personally, like I always say, I will keep using Unity until it gets to a point where Unity cannot build the game ideas that I want to build. So as long as I can build them, as long as it's the only limitation is my own skills, as long as it's not a limitation of the engine, then yeah, I won't keep using it. And so far, I have yet to find some kind of game idea that I really want to make and I just could not make with Unity. So until that happens, yep, I will definitely continue using Unity. But Godot is also a very stable, very great engine. So if you like Godot, definitely by all means go ahead and use that. Yeah. About a Godot complete course. People ask me that every once in a while about a Godot course, about an Unreal course. My answer is always the same. The reason why I feel like I can teach Unity is because I've been using Unity myself for 15 years now. I started using Unity in December of 2012. So yeah, basically for about 15 years I've been using Unity. So with all that experience, I do feel like I have the knowledge to be able to teach Unity. I've never really touched Unreal. I've never touched Godot. So no, I do not have the skill set to be able to teach Unreal or Godot. So yeah, for those, nope, I don't imagine I will ever make a course on that just because I would feel like I would have to actually use the engine for like 1 year, 2 years before I felt confident enough to be able to teach. So yeah, probably not going to be doing that. 2D for Godot, but not for 3D. Yeah, for 3D is still a little bit weaker, but it is improving, I believe. So yeah, that is nice. Yeah, theme was Countdown, I believe, and yeah, this many entities. It is quite impressive. I mean, again, so Godot technically surpassed Unity, but still, there are 3,600 games that were made with Unity. So yeah, Unity is definitely not dead. Just like Unreal isn't dead, even though Unreal only has 300. Just Unreal is, from what I've heard, a little bit too heavy for a game jam. So it's preferable to have something smaller. So yeah, Unity or Godot, those are usually the main ones. And yeah, it is definitely quite interesting. And it will be interesting to see the games that win. Are they made with Godot or are they made with Unity? I guess we shall see. But yeah, just looking at the names here, these are all quite interesting. Technically, they were already rated. Yeah, there are results. Oh, no, not available yet. So when are they? Were submitted between July 22nd and 26th. Okay, a bunch of awards between 26 and yesterday. I don't like Godot because of GDScript. I almost felt more comfortable with C#. Can't you use C# with Godot? I mean, I've heard that it's very much like, let's say, second-class language, so it doesn't have all the support, but technically I think you can use it. So yeah, I guess if you like Godot and you want to use C#, technically I think you can. So yeah, I do wonder. Can you C# but you can't publish on mobile? Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, Godot still definitely has quite a few limitations, but yeah, again, it's an open source project, and a lot of people are putting quite a lot of effort into it. So yeah, I do imagine that it will actually continue getting better throughout the years. Yeah. I mean by Godot beat Unity, I'm talking about this, the GMTK Game Jam, which Godot, for the first time after 9 years, finally overtook Unity over here for usage in the jam. So most games were made with Godot as opposed to Unity, which was not the case previously. So basically all the previous days in 22, 61%, that is quite a lot, and then Unreal doesn't even show up. Then over here dropped down to 59%. Then 43%. Oh, that was just barely a tie. Oh, just slightly. And now today, finally, so yeah, Unity, instead of 3,900 games, they got 3,600 games. And for Godot, from 3,700 games to 4,900 games. Wow. So the amount of games built with Godot definitely went up quite a massive amount in this last game jam. So that is definitely quite interesting. For GDScript, because it's very similar to Python, easier to learn, but I need more experience. It's kind of funny because for me, I see that as a negative, but I guess different people like different things. I'm not a fan of Python. I don't know, it's just, I find the lack of curly braces to be a little bit upsetting. Or rather, I find curly braces to be very much comforting. It's a nice warm embrace of the curly braces, so the fact that Python is all about just tabs, that to me drives me crazy quite a bit. So yeah, for me, I'm not a huge fan of how Python works. I think it's a great language. It's a great beginner language, very easy to get started with. But yeah, for me, I definitely very much prefer the syntax of C# itself as opposed to actually Python. Yeah, it's not as readable as C#. Yeah, for me, I definitely, but maybe that's just because I'm biased, just because I've been using C# for literally over a decade at this point, or technically 2 decades, because I started learning C# when I was in high school. So yeah, a very long time ago since I first touched C#. So yeah, I'm very used to it. So by now, yeah, definitely, it's basically second nature to me. Reading C# or reading normal English, for me, that is basically the same thing. So yeah. So the Game Maker's GMTK Game Jam, very, very impressive. I can't wait for the final video with Mark's favorites. That is always really great. But yeah, 10,000 entries, 200,000 rankings. So if you want to rate some nice Game Jam games, and definitely go ahead, join this and do that because, yep. So yeah, these all seem quite interesting, and the theme was Countdown, which I think is actually a very good theme that leads to quite a lot of good things. So yeah, I'm guessing, so the jam ended on 26. We're currently 1 week after that. Oh yeah, so actually Mark's video might be coming out sometime this week, I'm guessing. So yeah, that will be interesting. Like a best store, asset availability, general #1 problem, why don't switch to Godot? Yeah, that is also a very valid thing. Just the Unity asset store is so powerful. You've got so many things that it is quite insane just how useful it is. If you're making a game, if you want, you don't need to start from scratch. You can just use a ton of nice assets, and that actually comes out quite nicely. So the fact that Godot does not, actually I think they did start a Godot asset store. I'm pretty sure yeah, there you go, they started one, but yeah, I think it's still very low. So I do wonder if they're going to continue doing this. Yeah, I believe they're all free as well. So they definitely still have quite a lot of work to do to build something that is going to be on the same level of the asset store, but Again, Godot does have the benefit that it's very much open source, so that basically guarantees that it will continue improving over the several years. So because of that, it should be quite interesting to look at how Godot evolves over the years. And yeah, the fact that it's being used by more and more games, that means that it's becoming more and more capable. And again, like I say, that's great. That's great. Competition is always great because for developers, every developer wins if all the engines continue improving. So as Godot improves, Unity by itself will have to compete, so they will have to improve as well. Did you hear the story on how the game about digging a hole actually made millions of dollars? Or do you know how much is a Steam Daily Deal worth and how you might get one? Did you hear about the problem of making more money with assets in games? Or have you done this extremely important exercise? Those are all things that I covered in my Game Dev Report newsletter. It's what I write every single Sunday with any weekly game dev news and some interesting articles that I come across every week. Sign up for free with a link in the description.